Hi, my name is Mark Sampson, and in this video I just want to show you a technique that I have been using for several months, and it's actually a technique that I've mentioned a couple of times on a blog post a few months back. I want to show you this item that you can see in front of you just now. All it is a simple digital watch. It's nothing fancy. In fact, I've just bought it from a pound shop, and this is what I've used to illustrate a particular listing method and traffic generation method that I've mentioned a couple of times in a couple of blog posts. Just close that down, and now what I want to show you is this is the actual listing. I have already made the listing. In fact, I actually done the listing last night. There it is, just a quick look at it. And what I've actually done is I've put this watch on auction with a starting bid of just 1 pence and free postage and packaging. And then what will happen is whenever anybody clicks on this listing, the first thing that I do is ask them to look at the other listings on my shop by clicking here. And if people were to click here where it says here, it opens up the category of my shop which I want that particular person to look at. In other words, the category of my shop which I think they will be interested in. And it opens in a new window, so they don't actually lose the listing they were looking at in the first place. That's important because of course you don't want to take the viewer away from the auction that brought them to you in the first place. And now what I want to show you is something which I think is quite neat. Now you'll see that this is just a digital sports watch. So I'm just going to type in to eBay's search engine, digital sports watch. Or just digital watch actually. It's probably what's more people are going to type that than digital sports watch. As you can see, there are 11,623 items currently with the keywords digital watch in the listing title. Now the first listing that comes up is best match, but if we go to change best match to price and P&P lowest first, look, my listing is at the top of that particular search description. Now, do you think that is likely to get me people viewing my listing and hence potentially other listings in my eBay shop? It's a bit like getting #1 in Google, I suppose. Getting #1 in an eBay search result is probably a big deal, and you're going to get a lot of hits on your auction from that, I should think. As I'm sure I do it myself, and I'm sure that probably thousands, if not tens of thousands of other people as well will also search for lowest price first, and then my listing comes #1. This is just a simple technique that I've been using to try and drive traffic to my other listings and my eBay shop. Now I'm just going to log into my sales stats. So I've not actually looked at this yet since I put this listing up yesterday, but I actually want to see if the number of hits I've had has dramatically increased since I put this auction up just a few hours ago. Now if you actually have an eBay shop, you will have access to this reports tab, traffic reports, and it's this that I'm going to look at. I just want to sign into it first. And by the way, this doesn't cost you anything extra if you have an eBay shop. Now I just want to have a look to see if the amount of traffic that I've been getting has significantly increased since that auction went live. So I'm just going to click on site traffic and page views. Now today is the 14th of August. I put that watch on auction on the 13th of August, and as you can see, actually the amount of traffic that I've had has not significantly increased. However, the auction hasn't actually been up 24 hours yet, and of course it's just turned evening actually, so we'll see. I will need to see if that is going to increase or not. But anyway, if it doesn't, the very least it's going to do is get me #1 under that particular search term, and maybe even other search terms for other keywords that I've used in that listing. I just wanted to show you exactly visually how I have been using this after writing about it in a blog post. So thank you for watching. I hope you found it useful.